Previously on Dream Team.
Luke isn't the only one that Sven will be watching on Saturday.
What? Did you speak to him? I can get you 5 more grand.
You're an England player now, mate.
I can't get you any more.
50,000.
I not pay.
Bruce, the team's prepared to play with you. We need you to play.
Maybe I've got an idea.
Zhao's gone down, clutching his wrist.
5 grand. Father's pride to win.
No!
Well, let's get out of here.
We were never here!
Nicky said you wanted to see me.
Sit down. I found something out about you this morning. Something I never thought I'd hear about a son of mine.
Why? Who's been saying things?
Sven Eriksson. You're in the England squad!
Davenport has been named by Sven Eriksson to join the England squad, but Harchester United today have another reason to celebrate.
Midfielder Ryan Naismith has also been called up as Eriksson attempts to solve his problems on the left-hand side.
Sven must have got us mixed up, man. Huh? How can you pick a run like you?
Well done. That's what I always thought. I'm a great judge of player.
Oh, cheers, bro, man. You're 2004. Here we come, huh?
Body found on Saturday on the tow path of Harchester Canal has been named as 25-year-old Stephen Johnson from Manchester.
Johnson's
Keep focused now, don't let it go to your head.
Police haven't ruled out murder and are appealing for witnesses.
The victim's devastated parents issued a statement saying they're in shock at this violent end to a promising young life.
He's dead.
Oh, I thought it was my time. I think Sven made the right decision in bringing us both in.
Come on, Luke, it feels better than that, doesn't it?
It feels amazing.
How about you, Ryan? Did it come as a shock?
Sorry?
When you heard?
Yeah, it did.
Okay, fellas. That's enough. Hold on.
Thanks.
Cheers. I know that wasn't easy for you. The police are here. They want you to help them out with a few things. Don't worry. I kept it quiet from them, though. And I'll be with you, so... All right? When you're ready.
Okay, let's take a seat. Right, forensics have given us nothing, basically, so we're just trying to piece together Stephen's movements over the last 24 hours or so.
Oh, okay. Do you have any leads? What do you think happened?
Well, that's what we're trying to find out. His parents said that he'd been to see you. Any particular reason he dropped by?
Just to say hello, really.
Right. Do you know what Stephen did for a living?
No, I didn't really know him that well.
Well, he was on our files for quite a few offences, ticket touting amongst other things.
What, do you think that that's connected to the murder?
Well, there was no cash on him. Could have been a mugging, but we're trying to keep an open mind at this stage. Do you know if he was in a dispute with anyone?
Never mentioned it. Do you think that's what it was? Who do you think would do this?
Well, that's a question we're going to be asking throughout the investigation, and I'm sure we're going to get to the bottom of it.
Quiet down, please. Come on, guys. Don't make me shout. Please, settle down. Come on, Chino, get your place. All right. No one expects us to keep our start to the season going. The critics are saying when Liverpool come to town Saturday that they're going to wipe the floor with us. Yeah, they got a couple of players in the England squad, but so what? Because I know something that they don't know. This team isn't a flash in the pan. This team isn't going to disappear without a trace when we face the big teams. And this team is full of top-class players who are more than a match for Owen. Cool. Gerard. Yeah? Now let's see it. Go out on the training pitch and show me what you got. Nice one, Danny. Go and do your job. Curtis, just be on the ball. Right?
Listen, mate. I'm really sorry about Steve, man.
Let's give him some space.
Hey, why don't you go home, have some time to yourself? No one will think the worst of you.
You sure about that? Look, to be honest, Dad, I'd rather just get on with things.
Listen, Stuart, I'm sorry. I know you've got enough on your plate, but we need to meet with Peter and Bruce. We've got a problem. Why would they want proof of his injury?
They just want to see for themselves how his thumb's healing.
Damn it.
How are we going to get out of this?
There's no way out of it.
There has to be. If Dreaming find out that we faked Bruce's injury, I don't need to tell you the implications for all of us. What evidence would we need to give Dreaming?
X-rays at the very least. No. No way. I wasn't happy about this when you roped me into it in the first place. Now you want me to pass off a fake X-ray?
Am I right that he used to work in a hospital?
I can't believe I'm hearing this. Would you really have me compromise all of my professional integrity?
It's impossible. Look, you got to understand the future of the club rests on this. If they withdraw their sponsorship...
I do not understand.
There's nothing to understand. Clean up your own mess. I'm sorry, Bruce.
I'm sorry.
It's not your fault.
Yes, I'm sorry. 如果我識同你講 Come, please.
So none of you had actually met the deceased before?
No, I don't even know why you're asking us.
Am I right in thinking that you and Clyde Connolly are currently in a dispute over the ownership of Harchester Football Club?
Not just us, pal.
But you and he are in a direct dispute over how you obtained his complimentary tickets, to the extent that he put out a large reward for information.
Publicity stunt.
Right, so it's just a coincidence that Stephen Johnson was well known to us as a ticket tout.
Are you really suggesting any of us would kill someone for a football club?
We'd like to ask you some more questions, but perhaps it'd be better if we continued this at the station. Just require you and your son, Mr. Boyle.
You can't do that.
It's all right, Cass.
I thought that he'd arrested you. And I don't think that he believed me. What did you tell them? You kept to what we discussed, yeah? I think so. Good. As long as we've got our story straight, they can't touch us. Done us proud, son. Another few weeks, that Connolly will be out of the picture.
My husband's not a murderer.
Were they here on Saturday?
You know they weren't.
They just lied to the police then?
You're wrong.
Jack, 你好，你好。Hello。喂，過嚟呢邊。點啊？有咩可以幫到你啊？
我想你幫我翻。
啊，冇問題啊。
我嚟咗之後，你已經幫咗我好多，我唔想再連累你。
He says you have already helped him too much since he arrived in England. He doesn't want to be a problem for you anymore.
我驚你同 Harchester 鬧交。
He's worried that you argue with Harchester about him.
His English is improving.
就算我同老闆有乜事，都冇問題。我唔想令到你難做。
Whatever happens between him and Harchester, he will be okay. He doesn't want to make your job difficult anymore.
Understand.
Thanks, Bruce.
Bruce? 哦，唔該晒喎。
You all right?
Surviving.
Good. Stephen's mother's put a call into the club. It's the only way she could think of to get a message to you.
What message?
She wants to invite you to his funeral.
I'm not going to that. I can't.
I know it's tough, but you need to go. It's closure. We'll help you get your head sorted.
You don't understand. Look, I just want to get on with things, yeah? I mean, seriously. I wasn't even that good a mates with him, yeah? It's just like he would...
Enjoyed hanging around with you?
Exactly.
Which is something you're going to have to get used to more and more now you're an England player. People like having you around. That's why you should go to this funeral. Now you're more in the public eye, you have to be seen to do the right thing, no matter how difficult or unpleasant that is.
This is great.
Good. 你哋返入去玩啦。
They're pleased to see him.
Of course. You know, the first time he came into this restaurant, I was the same. Chow Jiang in my restaurant, unbelievable. After he left, I telephoned all my friends in China.
Is he a really big star there?
Big star? He can't walk in the streets like everybody else. Everybody wants to take pictures, want his autograph, all this stuff. Is there a problem between him and Harchester?
Yes. You'd be sad to see him go?
Sad for him. In China, there's so much pressure for him to do well here. It means so much to the people that a Chinese player should do well in the European League. Look, this is the picture of him when he joined Harchester. Millions of people tuned in to the press conference.
你同佢講乜嘢？
冇嘢。
At least if he has to go back, he'll be with his family. That's what's important, isn't it?
But I don't think you understand. He will consider himself a big failure. He will lose a lot of face.
If we get caught doing this...
I know. Thank you. I owe you one.
You owe me several.
Let's get it over with. It's no good. It's much too big. Hand shape's completely different. The index finger's a bit more quicker, but it's not bad. Okay. Let's get out of here.
I'm knackered. I'll see you in the morning, yeah?
See you in the morning, Les.
The show begins. Where have you been?
A man's allowed to drink, isn't he? What are you doing up?
I thought they might have pulled you in again.
They can't, because I haven't done nothing.
So you go out to meet a tout, and about the same time a tout ends up dead. And you're telling me they're not connected? Why did you lie to the police?
Because if we told the truth, our 30 million quid would have gone down the tube. What was I going to say? Yes, officer, I was paying off the tout who sold me the ticket. Think about it, Kaz.
So you did meet him? And you gave him the money?
Of course we did. We got rid of him, Kaz, but we didn't kill him. I want this club, but I wouldn't kill someone for it. Come here.
That's a good idea. Training might be close to photographers, but that doesn't mean they don't get any pictures.
The whole point of him having a hand injury was so he could train and improve before playing matches. It's fine. Is there a reason you're here?
Dreaming just called. Mr. Lau will be coming to the Liverpool game. This is all our jobs on the line. If that stupid physio...
If that stupid physio what? Here. X-rays. And I've written up some medical reports.
Thank you. It's very good of you. You've done the club a great service.
As long as you know I didn't do it for you.
So that's it then. We're in the clear.
Good luck at the funeral. Hope it goes okay.
Mrs. Johnson.
It's Ryan, isn't it? And you must be... Please, go through.
Thank you.
Thank you for coming. England squad now?
Yeah, that's right.
Look, I knew I had it in here somewhere. I hoped he'd keep it up, but... He bought us a new cooker. Came back to visit a few weeks ago and just went out and got it. That was the last time we saw him.
I'm sorry, Mrs. Johnson.
Call me Anita, please. And don't apologise. It's very good of you to come. Thank you so much for agreeing to say a few words at the service. I know he would have wanted that.
$34, $35, $36. This is making me feel queasy. I mean, what are we going to do with this?
Put it in the bag. We'll keep the money in your room for the time being.
What's going on?
All right, Kaz.
Kaz? Listen, please. I was just trying to protect you from...
Did you kill him?
Of course not.
You liar!
Look, just hear me out. On my mother's grave.
Or on Steve Johnson's grave. I mean, how can I believe anything that comes out your mouth? Every word you say is a lie.
All right. Dino, get in here now. Tell Kaz exactly what happened with that tout.
Well, we got there, we gave him the money, and then we left.
The truth, son. The truth.
When we got there was already somebody doing them over.
Who?
Ryan Naismith.
It's the God's honest love.
Why would he?
Johnson must have got into him for something. It doesn't matter. What's important is you've got to believe us. Look, I should have told you, Kaz, but I didn't want to get you involved. The less you knew, the better.
Straight up, Kaz.
Okay, then. Babe. You know why I lied to the police, don't you? I couldn't put Naismith in the frame for this. If it came out that he was the tout that sold us those tickets.
A football club is not worth going down for murder.
We're not going to. Me and Dean got our story straight. And we're innocent.
But the police don't think so. You've got a motive, Tony. I mean, who would be more likely to pin it on? Some millionaire footballer with some hotshot lawyers? Or us?
You can't go to prison.
I know Steve had a big impact on the lives of all of you here today. He wasn't someone you could easily forget. As a teenager, I know he made his mother worry. But, things picked up for him recently. I'm so sorry. I wish I could change the way things turned out. I didn't think it would end like this. I don't understand how it went so far. I am really sorry.
Who asked him to join in anyway?
Okay, I've had it. No. More. Roll some.
No, my sociopathy has been nutmegged. How's that make you feel, huh? Got it?
I have to be somewhere.
Nice one, kiddo, nice one.
English football.
You damn right.
Yeah. It's Tony Boyle. Do you want to let me in?
What do you want?
Just a quick chat.
Sorry, I'm a little busy right now.
You will open the door. Believe me, son. What I've got to say, you don't want anyone else to hear. May I come in? Have one guess.
What are you saying? Guess what?
What I know about you? Come on. I'll give you the clue, shall I? Saturday morning. The England player. Dead tickets out.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Shut it. I saw you kill him. Murderer. That's some temper you've got. Big, strong lad like you. You're a danger to society. I'm on my way to the police station now to tell the truth.
You can't.
It's not that bad in prison. I'm sure they let you watch the England games.
Please, come on. There must be something I can do.
Come to mention it, there is something.
It couldn't have been the Boyles that killed him. I was over there the whole time. We played some cards. I lost track of time, so I was late for the game.
Why didn't you tell us this before?
Look, I share a flat with Clyde Connolly, right? Do you know how he'd react if he knew I was mates with the Boyles?
Enlighten us.
Well, he's been at war with them over this club thing, hasn't he? And he's supposed to be my best mate.
Well, that's very chivalrous of them. Not to mention that you were with them Saturday just so your flatmate wasn't angry with you. I mean, considering what was at stake for them.
That's why I had to come forward, didn't it? Make sure things didn't go too far.
Okay. So you're prepared to put this alibi for the Boyles in writing and testify to that in court, are you?
Yeah.
Okay, I think that'll be all for now. check him out.
Ego! Good feet. Okay, Ego! Heinie. Well done. Ego! Well done.
Oi, where have you been, Naismith? Go on then, let's hear it. Let's hear it then. Go on. No. Right, all this time you've been living in my yard, yeah? What you mean trying to prove the boys are lying about me? And you've been on their side all along. What's it all about? What's it all about? Go on.
Honestly, look, it's not like that, mate.
What? Mate? Become your mate? Are you mate? You are nothing but a lying bitch, Naismith.
Leave it,
a
Clyde.
lying
Clyde.
bitch.
Clyde.
Man. What?
Hey, man, that's wrong, How are you doing? All this?
It's nothing, Gov. Come on, lads. Let's get back to it. Come on. All right, let's get on it.
What does Sven say?
He takes a very dim view of his players being involved in this kind of situation, as do I.
Yeah, but what else?
That he would wait until the inquiry was resolved one way or another before he confirmed his selection.
Somehow then.
I didn't say that.
I didn't say I was in.
In case you'd forgotten, we've got a game against Liverpool coming up. So can you please do some training? That goes for you lot. Come on, let's look alive.
No, I don't think the ownership packet for Harchester United has in any way resulted in the death of Steve Johnson. And anything printed to that effect will result in a call from our solicitors. I suggest you think carefully before going to press. Mr. Lau, if this is about the Ryan situation, I can assure you it's been blown out of all proportion. He's certainly not a suspect in the investigation.
What is this?
It's Zhao Chang's x-rays.
They're X-rays, but they're certainly not Zhang's.
Believe this. What were you thinking? Nothing.
Look,
You dare to me? You told me to do
I know.
it.
Calm it down, please.
You knew it was wrong. I don't believe that. You didn't think to check whether he had any past injuries to his hand?
When he joined, he had a thorough medical check, as do all the players.
He broke his hand when he was 14 years old. The break is still visible on his real x-rays, which Dreaming have on file.
Players' records don't detail every childhood injury. There's no way I could have known about that.
Well, who is supposed to know? You are the physio.
Yes, and my degree's in physiotherapy, not dishonesty. Unlike some people, forgery doesn't come naturally to me.
You agreed in the first place to fake his injury.
Are you so pig-headed you can't see this is your fault? Who the hell signs a player with a contract saying he has to play?
This isn't getting us anywhere.
Yes, well, if the club goes to the wall, at least one good thing will come out of it. You won't be around anymore.
Nor will you. You're fired.
Good. This place is a shambles. No wonder Marcel dumped you as his agent.
You can't just sack my physio.
Oh, what does it matter? It's all over anyway. We're finished.
I'm sorry, they said it was urgent.
Ryan, we need you to come down to the station to answer some more questions.
What? Now?
Yes, immediately.
He can't have killed him.
Nah, not murder. You know what? I won't put anything past him.
Shouldn't blame yourself.
Abby's right. It's my fault.
I don't suppose that would make any difference.
Come on, don't leave me hanging.
What would happen if you brought Bruce on against Liverpool? I mean, we'd have to tell him we lied about the injury.
Unfortunately, yes.
It's just the time he's had off really helped him. He's improved a lot. I was just thinking if he did well, it might... No, I don't know.
Liverpool is a massive game. Millions will watch in China. More than any so far this season. We did it for their benefit. So when we did put him on in a big game, he would have maximum impact. Yes, we were a little dishonest, but only to make them look as good as possible. Wish me luck.
Good luck. Suit Naismith? He's been what?
Come on, Ryan. All that money must have been going somewhere.
I don't know. I've been spending a lot.
Oh, yeah, tens of thousands at a time. Can we see the receipts, please? And how do you explain that Mr. Johnson simultaneously received large amounts of money?
I don't know.
Look, if you're a regular visitor to the Boyles, then why do the Baron's residents claim you've never been seen visiting them?
No, I mostly went there at night.
Look, I said no interruption.
I know, but...
No, you'll have to wait outside.
I'm sitting in until his lawyer gets
That
there.
is not
I'm
how
his
it...
father. My son is not a murderer.
Well, if that's so, he should better explain what happened to all that money.
I lost it. I've got a gambling problem.
How can you not have told me about this before?
Honestly, it's fine.
When you were supposed to be preparing to be watched by the England manager, you were in a bookcase.
You heard why. I had to pay the Boyles back the 50 grand I owed them.
That doesn't make it right. What were you doing getting involved with him anyway?
I'm sorry.
How can this have been going on for how long? Months without me knowing about it.
I was ashamed.
How much have you lost?
I don't know, 150, 200.
1,000?
Yeah, but I've stopped now, I swear.
From now on, your wages get paid into my account. I'll give you an allowance every week.
Oh, come on.
And you stay out of my way until I decide whether you're in a fit state to take on Liverpool.
You can't drop me. What's it going to look like to Erison if my own father...
Get in the car.
Abby.
What? You can't ask me, can you? Because you can't speak any English. But if you could, I'm sure you would have told me about the broken bone in your hand. Wouldn't you?
And yes, I know. I should have told you. It would have made our life so much easier.
It's not so straightforward. You lied to the company.
If Sauer had played badly for the last few games, his confidence would have been destroyed. But this way, when he steps onto the pitch against Liverpool, one of the world's most famous clubs, they will be proud that he's Chinese.
What happened now?
Well, let me see. You go back to China, and once they find out I've broken every ethic in the book, I'll never work again. The club, Harchester United, is finished.
Just this morning, Stuart was telling me, as soon as Sao comes into the first team, he'll be worth 5 or 6 million pounds on the transfer market. Thank you.
But I can't just ignore the dishonesty. Thank you. My superiors would demand to know what's happened.
But you can persuade them. You know this is the right deal for them financially. In 2 weeks, we play Manchester City. Of course you know who plays for them.
Sun Ji-hye.
1 game, 2 Chinese players, millions of viewers.
They know my hand is...
Yes, they know your hand's not broken. That's the problem.
So, do we have a deal?
You are sure he'll play well in the Liverpool game? As long as he plays well.
It's a yes?
Yes.
What the hell were you playing at, you lunatic?
My thumb broken. X-ray.
This is a disaster. We can't X-ray this. They want to see a 4-week-old break that's almost healed, not a fresh one.
No good.
Abby, have you seen Bruce? Don't worry, it's okay, it's all sorted.
Yeah? How?
Pilar schmoozed the sponsors. As long as Bruce plays tomorrow, we're... what?
Would you believe he has a broken thumb?
What?
He broke it.
But But he absolutely has to be on that pitch tomorrow. Otherwise...
The only place he's going is the hospital.
What?
It's been an excellent start to the Premiership season for Harchester. Third in the table, but this is the first big test against Liverpool. With Ryan Naismith called up for the England squad along with Luke Davenport, although Naismith's involvement is in doubt owing to the murder inquiry. Zhao back from injury, he starts on the bench with Curtis Alexander. Big atmosphere today at the Dragon's Lair. Can Harchester take another 3 precious points to add to their brilliant start?
There they go.
Right, let's get on with it.
The situation with the sponsors and Bruce has become more serious. If Bruce doesn't play in this game, Dreaming are going to withdraw their millions of pounds from this club.
But he's got a broken thumb.
I know. And that's why it's only right you should all...
I pay.
You should all know that you will have to protect him on the pitch today. Because he's doing a very brave thing, playing with a freshly broken thumb. Abby, I don't know what to say.
Don't bother. If I had my way, he wouldn't play at all. I'm just here to make sure he doesn't do any permanent damage.
Thank you. Does this mean that you're still with us?
We'll see. At the moment, I'm just worried about Bruce's thumb. He's determined to play in this godforsaken match.
And okay. I pay.
You heard the man. We must be out of lives now.
All right, everyone downstairs, please.
What's up, Gaffer? Am I in?
Dad! Yes, you're in. Now get downstairs.
What time did Naismith get here?
I can't remember, about midday.
Sure about that? And was that the first time he'd been round?
No, we'd seen a bit of him.
And what did he get up to when he was round?
Cards, mainly playing poker with Dean and Tony.
That's funny.
Why?
Well, your husband told us that he always plays round Naismith and Connolly's. Wins more money off them that way.
Yeah, he does, but they come round here as well.
Do you know what I think, Karen? I think your husband's been lying about this all the way through, and I think you're lying now, and I think he and Ryan Naismith conspired to kill Stephen Johnson.
That's not true. Donna?
Do you know what a serious offence obstructing the course of justice is? And that's not all, you're an accessory. Do you know what that means?
Of course I do, but I'm not.
Tell me what really happened, Karen. Not the lies that your husband's fed you. Tell me the truth.
There's your truth. Ryan Naismith came round here Saturday morning to pay Tony the money back he owed him for gambling debts. 50 grand. It's all there. Now, would you kindly leave and stop harassing us? Otherwise, we might have a couple of charges to make of our own.
Not a problem. Thank you very much for your time.
Thank you. I thought you didn't believe Tony.
I don't trust him one bit, but you're still my sister.
Danger here now for Harchester. It's Michael Owen forcing a save out of Tommy Moore. And Owen is looking dangerous currently, and there is anxiety on the Harchester bench. It remains 0-0. Forward by Murphy. Foul there by Stuart Naismith on Harry Kewell. Harchester stay firmly on the back foot. Murphy's free kick. Hoopier's header, it's in! Liverpool in front through their captain, Sami Hyypiä. Stuart Naismith and Marcel Sabatier arguing about who should have been picking up who. But Harchester one down, and Naismith calling for a substitution, and Zhao is about to come on. Dabby Fletcher, the Harchester physio, offering some words of encouragement to Zhao, who's had a less than impressive time since he came to Harchester. But can he make the difference? Comes on for Danny Mills. And Harchester going to go to a back five here. Zhao is going to be given defensive duties. Here's the goal scorer, Hupia. Much for space here now for Liverpool, and Gerrard making a run down that right-hand side. A good tackle, very good tackle by Zhao, who's looking a lot more confident than he has done previously. Liverpool corner. Looking for the insurance of a second goal, and a fine header away by Zhao. And heading the ball clear, Zhao has gone down and looks to be in some trouble. Already had a problem with that right wrist up at Newcastle, you may recall. Abby Fletcher desperate to get on the Harchester physio. It looks as though he's going to be okay to resume. It's a relief for all concerned. Now Ryan Naismith making space. It's a brilliant pass from Ryan Naismith. Luke Davenport off the post, surely, yes! The goal poacher supreme, Luke Davenport, now into double figures, set up brilliantly by Ryan Naismith. And the two England call-ups combined brilliantly to get Harchester back on terms. It's only what they've deserved. They've shown grit and character to get themselves back into it. Consternation on the Liverpool bench. And Alan Wiley blows the full-time whistle. Stuart Naismith will be very pleased with the effort his players have put in, and from Zhao, from Ryan Naismith, and of course from the goal scorer Luke Davenport. Harchester stay third in the table.
Man of the match. You touched the ball twice.
That's all about the quality touches, though, isn't it, Marcel?
Ciao. I think somebody else deserves this.
Thank you.
Nice one, Kevin.
Never ever do that to me again. Well done.
Listen, I just want to say, that cross out there, that was for you. And I hope the media will stop saying that you're not up to it.
Thanks, son.
I mean it.
Hang on. Yeah, cross was good. Very good.
Better than good, it was awesome. What's wrong?
Sven. Fingers crossed. Hello?
What a tackle. You're a defender now.
Defender.
Why does he still wear this?
It's for luck.
This is our club physio, Abby Fletcher.
Hello.
Hello.
Hello. I thought I was... Mr. Lee.
Oh, Abby, how are you?
You're a successful man, Mr. Naismith. Let's hope that nothing surfaces that will mess that up.
But I didn't.
Of course not.
Looks like it worked then.
What worked?
That was a nice cross that there today, mate. Yeah, cheers. I'm going to get my 50 grand back.
What, 50 grand? Anything we've got of yours we earned by keeping our mouths shut.
Did you tell Sven I'm in the clear?
You're in.
Yes!
Now, Ryan, do you know how lucky you are to get away with all this?
Yeah.
And now it's all over. Put this behind you and get on with your life. All right?
Yes!
Good luck. I'm really pleased for you, Ryan. You really deserve it.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Hey, Ryan, you the man. What's your name?
Steve Johnson.
You think you got away with it, don't you? Well, you didn't.
Coming soon on Dream Team.
Clyde Connolly, a legend at Harchester United, a club he believes is his.
I want you to meet Berlinetta.
You're playing for the reserves at Orient.
No.
You learn how to behave.
Right, I'm going. I know when I'm not wanted. I'm leaving.